Hi, how are ya? Welcome to Violet to a Billion. I recently decided to put together some character profiles for people, so I had a few questions asked about characters, and I thought the best way probably to do it is to explain it all to you in a lovely video. So welcome. Today we're actually going to be looking at Dersji Brikin. So I know there's a fair few people that absolutely adore Dersji. It is pronounced Dersji, even though it's spelled Dersji, so the J is silent. Dersji is obviously quite a prominent character throughout the entire series. We do meet him at the beginning of book one. So really we're following him as this Felrin. He's a Felrin liege. That's what you get out of the first part. He also goes on a massive adventure alongside of our main characters, Kaianan and Xandu. And Dersji is, for lack of a better word, slightly arrogant. He, chews on his onions. He really doesn't care about consequences. He doesn't want to care about anything in general. I think he's quite apathetic. And that's an exterior that he brings up a lot and shows. So I think deep down, there is a little bit of him not wanting to care, but really he knows he does. He's been a part of some of these characters or the people around him. He's been a part of their lives for a very long time. And he, I guess, can't shake the fact that he doesn't just have responsibility to do, but he's also got to be there for them. And sometimes your emotions get in the way of that. So it's quite painful for him sometimes to admit that he cares. But yeah, he definitely does. He's a very talented Farron liege. He's immortal, so he's been alive for over 1,000 years, 1,900 years almost. And yeah, so his journey is very much of, I guess, realizing what means what to him, because he's been numb for so long as a Felrin. He's been in exile, hiding, and the story basically starts with him getting thrust into becoming more accountable and having responsibility based on what his original people, the Felrin, have determined of him, of what he must do. So Dersji is, I can't say he's my favorite. I can't say any of my favorite. I will never say that because they're all all favorites in my eyes. But he definitely has a soft spot as well. They probably all have soft spots. Yeah, he means a lot. He's deep down, I think he is good-willed. But yeah, that apathy runs quite deep in him, and I think sometimes it's because we've been treated a certain way, maybe, and you see that in Dersji's past as you get to know him going along as well. So I did want to read you a little bit of an extract because he is a bit snarky. He does sometimes come across as like, oh, they're all muggadies and everyone's just, no good. But that's Dersji for you. So I wanted to read an extract from book 2, Queen Kaianan. So again, all the books are from multiple characters' perspectives. It is a third-person perspective as well. And we only have chapters that are actual numbered. I know some people have asked me that. Where are you? Some chapter 41. So something's just happened in which they're about to be sent elsewhere. Again, I hate giving the plot away. All right. Oh, to the darn muggadies and back. Look at my boots, will you? Dersji cursed the thick brown sponge clinging to the white leather. His body, that was still being infected by mercury and unknown herbs, had him thinking that the specks of dirt on the leather were thick globules of mud, possibly running 5% in the Siliou, he muttered to himself, aware he was more or less only capable of preformed movement and actions. Lenity covered herself in a robe, shielding herself from the intruders in Dersji and Kaianan. Oh yes, sorry, Dersji smiled at her, assessing her shadowy hybrid face with restrained repulsion. Please, dearest lady, we need a vector. You do smell so sweet. So sweetly bad, Dersji thought, staring at her shabby robes giving off a distinctive smell. Can you see my friends and I need to leave? As soon as you can, would be even better. I said no more through, and definitely not the run of a damn row, she said. Dersji noticed her step past him, to Cookie, who cowered in the corner. Oh, I seem to have forgot he was here. Sometimes I do miss the boat. Dersji went searching for the critter who'd become running off to hide. You were supposed to lock-tie him up, Cookie averted his eyes from Dersji's eventual stare. Good for nothing. Kaianan swayed, her eyes rolling, scantily standing upright. What have I done to myself? She clutched her white hair in disbelief. Tears smudged her eyelids. Dersji creased his forehead. What are you looking morbid for? This isn't time for a pity party. Ooh, I like pity parties, Lenity piped up between the two smoke pits with intrigue. Lenity, Dersji said charmingly, would you like Kaianan to share with you her absurd story? Such a melancholy drama. It's not absurd, Kaianan rebuked. Lenity nodded with a large smirk. Oh yes, please share. It's preposterous then, Dersji corrected. That means the same, Kaianan began. He is the death of us all. Lenity cut off, shouting and pointing at Alice being escorted by a drill into the small cave opening. Alice trickled blood. Kuki wailed at the side of the hurt Falron, springing around like a panicked animal. Dersji frowned at them all in irritation. This is a complete schmozzle, the liege said. Then felt Kaianan go by him. No, he said, grabbing her up her arm. We cannot be sidetracked. Stay focused, he whispered in her ear, shoving her in the opposite direction. Alice is hurt, she insisted, and Dersji was sickened as her face recoiled in emotion. He is immortal and can look after himself. You already know this. Know your place. Dersji schooled her yet again. A part of him wanted to take his blade out and drill that pretty white-haired head of hers into the ground, but the moment didn't call for such antics. Soon, perhaps. All right, so that's a quick extract of Dersji. He is quite the showman, and what would be the best word? He just has that ability to capture people. He's fun, he's silly, he's quite judgmental as well. I would put that out there and say that about him. But he's, to a lot of people, he's very lovable. He's very, I guess, he's on that journey with them. He's accelerating, he's growing, and it's hard for him to lose that really gritty personality that he's had for such a long time, being an immortal for such a long time. I do have a quick little photo of him there. So on the prequel cover, you do see him. So this is when Kaianan and Xandu are quite young. Kingdom Orders, Julius, and then of course you have Dersji. So that's Dersji right there with his perfect top knot, as the Falron liege all wear, with their beautiful crisp white chest plates. So Dersji also, we talked about his boots. He loves his boots being clean, loves to chew an onion, but he likes his white boots immaculately clean. I mean, we all have our, little idiosyncrasies, don't we? But yeah, that's Dersji. I'd love to know what you think about him. He is definitely a lovable character with his many personality traits. But yeah, so we'll get on to the next character soon. Any questions, please let me know. I hope you've taken a quiz. All of these are going up on the Character Profiles website as well. And as always, and I'll tell you, enjoy the Siliou universe and vector safely.